Hello, everybody. This is Greg Kirkpatrick broadcasting to you live from Mount Vernon, Washington on July 2012. It's Yeti month, Yellow Monster month. It's July 27th. Very proud of that photograph up there. That one right there. That's the Yeti. I took that picture. Aren't you excited? It's on the new Fanny Alger CD, Yellow Monster. And I helped with recording this. This is one of the things I do for fun and recreation is music. That's Bill Full. That's me. My song is track 10 on this CD. It's called Transmission Control Protocol, or T.C.P for short. It was a lot of fun to record this. And I just wanted to let you know that's one of the things I do to help relieve stress when I'm dealing with multiple sclerosis, like I have been for the last freaking 3 years. Don't need to tell you how much MS can suck, because MS sucks. But there's some things that the doctors don't tell you. My doctor didn't told me. No, she didn't told me. So, in case you haven't heard these things already, time to get in gear, because the doctors, at least the neurologists that I've dealt with, deal with medications. They don't deal with nutrition. And one of the things I recommend is get your hands on this book as soon as you can. This is Overcoming Multiple Sclerosis by Professor George Jelinek. You go to his website, and he's got tons and tons of information about overcoming multiple sclerosis, and he's got a free MP3 that you can download on meditation. I took a listen to that this morning for the first time, and downloaded it to my Sony Vaio laptop, and he recommends meditation maybe a couple of times a day. This is my orange juice. It's made right here in my kitchen with a Jack LaLanne juicer. It's got 4 carrots, 1 Granny Smith apple, and 1 apple that's red. I don't know, Gala, or maybe it's a Fuji, or maybe it's Braden. I don't know. I got these at the Mount Vernon Skagit Valley Co-op in Mount Vernon. It's delicious. You should try this. One thing I've learned since acquiring MS is vegetables. They taste good. I never realized that an avocado could be eaten for breakfast. I saw somebody posting somewhere, oh, but avocados, aren't they cholesterol, aren't they high in fat? Well, go to the California Avocado Growers Association for all the details on these things, I guess. I don't think that half of an avocado for breakfast is going to overdo it on either of those categories. All I can tell you is, since 3 years ago when I was diagnosed with MS, I have lost 60 pounds, partly due to cutting beer from my diet, cutting ultimate cheeseburgers from Jack in the Box, cutting the Whopper, cutting the McDonald's, what do you call that thing? That big juicy cheeseburger that I used to eat. I haven't been to a fast food burger joint for a few months. After 3 years of shooting up with Rebiff 3 times a week, a medication that costs about $2,600 a month, I decided I was done with that, and I was going to make some serious changes to my nutrition, my exercise program, getting on track with sleeping enough, getting on track with stress reduction activities. When I was diagnosed with MS, my vitamin D3 level was at 23. And one of the things I've been working on is taking some vitamin D3, 5,000 unit capsules. I actually been taking about 15,000 units daily, which is a little bit more than my local doc at the VA recommends. He recommends I cut my intake in half. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go for a level about 150, which, according to Dr. Veeth, is quoted in here. He studied, here it is, page 141. It's actually folded back, and he says a level of less than 25 nanomole nmol per liter is considered currently to represent moderate to severe deficiency. Yeah, so we know that. So he suggests a level of 135 to 225 nmols per liter, and a level of 200 may actually be optimal. So that's what I'm going on. One thing I've discovered is that you have to be your own doctor. When you go to those doctors, they are there to serve you. So don't let them feed you all that negative crap. There's enough negative stuff going on with MS, and we don't need people telling us that that it's incurable or progressive. Well, go out and find yourself a mentor. Go out and find people that are improving their condition with MS. Professor George Jelinek, as I mentioned, he has MS. He's a medical researcher. I think he knows his stuff. This is a great book, well worth it. There he is, Professor George. So since about February of this year, my attitude has flipped upside down. Like I said, discovered that fruits and vegetables are your friend. Don't be afraid of these things. Eat lots more of them. If you think that that you can't survive on fruits and vegetables, take a look at what the Fruitarian on YouTube is doing. He's a marathon runner. Cut his marathon time down by 20 minutes to 0. I don't know. This looking at myself in this laptop webcam thing is kind of freaking me out. Not used to this. Usually I'm a little tiny flip cam and trying to make sure I'm in the frame and all that. Anyways, the Fruitarian knocked 20 minutes to 0 minutes off of his marathon time on a fruit-only diet. Yes, we are not gorillas or horses or rhinoceroses who apparently do all right eating just fruits and vegetables, but Fruitarian seems to be doing all right with that. Loren Lockman on YouTube, check him out. He seems to be doing on a fruit-only diet. Check out Dan the Life Regenerator here on YouTube. Fruits and vegetables. Very animated fellow on YouTube, and I have looked at quite a few of his videos. Get yourself a juicer if you haven't already. I picked mine up from the local store. It's one of the Jack LaLanne things. I did find out that wheatgrass does not work out really well through the juicer. You need to use a special wheatgrass juicer, I guess. So one of the things I've discovered, get my vitamin D levels up there, was at 23. Like I said, my most recent test in May of this year, 2012, I had it up to 92. So I'm on my way. Probably also working on your omega-3s. This is Barlean's Fresh Catch. So I don't know where they caught this stuff. Hopefully it's not farm-raised salmon. Anyways, so fish oil, flax oil. What else? Omega-3s. Evening primrose oil. Exercise. That's the other thing my new neurologist never spoke to me about. She said, hey, how about switching from Revieth to Copaxone, or how about switching to T.C.P or switching to Gillett? And I said, I don't want my heart rate to slow down on Gillett. Sorry, I'm just not interested in that. T.C.P, well, they tested me and screened me for the JC virus. I'm positive, so that means I have a 1 in 1,000 chance of acquiring or amplifying the PML, which is serious damage. And I'm not so much a gambler, not into that. Not really interested in T.C.P. If you're on T.C.P and it's working for you, great. If you're working your Copaxone, your Revieth, or your all the other LDN, that does sound kind of interesting though, because it's not patented. It's past their patent. So I've heard of some people that are doing great on Copaxone, LDN, sorry, low dose naltrexone, which from what I understand boosts the endorphin levels, which is probably why things like exercise, which also boosts the endorphin levels, which helps with the immune system. So LDN, check that out. Do some research on that. Do some research on the foods that are poisoning us. The poison foods created from genetically engineered foods, such as what Monsanto would say is natural. Well, I picked this video series up, not finished with this, unnatural selection, hidden dangers in kids' meals, and you're eating what. So I never knew anything about GMO foods, or never cared until February 2012. So doctors not talking about things like Tai Chi. This is a video that was given to me from Aurelia. This is Tai Chi for back pain. I've been having some issues standing up lately, but if you can stand and you can walk, get in for some Tai Chi, get in for some yoga, get in for as much exercise as you can, because any movement that you do is going to help you out. Talking about mentors, this is a book that I enjoyed reading, Spontaneous Healing by Andrew Weil. And he said one of the #1 things to do if doctors are feeding you that medical pessimism is to find somebody that has what you have and is now healed. That was a quote from Boroch in her book, Healing Multiple Sclerosis. I haven't quite found that quote anywhere in this book, but pretty much the same thing. There's lots of stories in here from people that have overcome all kinds of diseases, and he lays out things like lack of energy. I'm sure you know nothing about lack of energy or fatigue when it comes to MS, hyperthyroidism. So this is a great guy to get yourself familiar with. Here's the Anne Boroch book, Healing Multiple Sclerosis. Isn't that something that the doctors tell you? Oh, healing? My doctor told me, well, I don't want to give you any false hope. I don't know anybody that's healed from MS. Well, she's promoting her book, sure. She's on YouTube. She's been on Montel, but she also has MS. Of course, Montel also has MS. He's promoting, I forget the supplements he promotes, but check his site out, and you'll see he talks about nutrition. He talks about juicing. Who else talks about juicing? Gerson therapy. Max Gerson, back in the 20s, had migraine headaches so bad that he couldn't function. So he came up with a therapy to heal himself of migraines. Well, other people wanted to get on board with that. Turns out that not only did it heal his migraines, but it was healing people of cancer. So I've talked to some people about this Gerson therapy, and they say, well, do you think that's really true, and are these stories fake? I don't know. Talk to the people that are being healed of cancer with Gerson therapy, and get back with me and let me know. Let me know if it's fake. Sure. So anyways, Gerson therapy, juicing, up to 14 juices a day, along with some salads, and some colonic cleansing, coffee enemas. So haven't tried that part yet, but I have talked to some people that said it's effective. I guess the idea behind that is it opens up the bile ducts in the liver and helps the liver detox. Here's another book that I'm reading. Thought you might enjoy. This is Anatomy of the Spirit from Carolyn Miss, and she discusses the 7 stages of power healing. But don't forget your Fanny Alger CD. This is probably one of the most powerful healing tools you'll find out there. Forget Gerson therapy. Forget Candida albicans. Forget spontaneous healing, Tai Chi. Forget getting your vitamin D levels up. Oh, just don't worry about the swank diet and keeping your diet under 15 grams. Listen to this CD. This will help you out. And best of all, it's nearly priceless on Facebook, YouTube, CD Baby. What else was I going to tell you about? Be sure to get lots of stress relief. Listen to your Fanny Alger twice a day. I'd recommend, let's see, Pocket Dog. Yeah, start your day with Pocket Dog, and then skip directly to track 7, Don't Know. That's one of the best tracks on here as far as I'm concerned. Don't tell the other guys in the band. I tend to like this track 10 here, T.C.P. You don't have to buy this CD. You can just listen to like 10-second clips of it on CD Baby. But if you're curious, and I'm sure you're curious, I'm gonna give you a little idea of what this music is all about. Don't tell the band members that I'm giving you a free preview here, but it's time that we. Oops, I think I broke something. It's time that we start sharing what works for you in your healing, and if it's Gerson therapy, if it's the swank diet, keeping your saturated fats down there below 15 grams. If it's Tai Chi, if it's yoga, if it's stretching, if it's weightlifting, if it's water aerobics, if it's vitamin D3. Okay, here we go. This is T.C.P. I can't see my face. Yeah, T.C.P. So this was recorded last year in the great big huge company recording facilities, Biscuits and Gravy. If you like what you hear and you want to take it home with you, just give me a ring and I'll bring my guitar and I'll play it for you there. I'm looking for a job. And, hey, don't forget your
connections that crash the line, silent souls that no one can hear. Bring the song that is on.